Hi everyone. Welcome to Learning English Through History. Here we don't just study English. We live it. Every week you will hear now simple stories in English, full of useful words and phrases. Don't worry if you don't understand everything at once. Just listen, enjoy the story, and learn step by step. Our goal: to help you speak English with confidence, so grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's start this adventure together. Subscribe now and join me on the journey of learning English through history. See you in the next video. Enjoy listening.
Years had passed since the night Seraphina defied her ancestors' curse. No longer bound by the pact of endless gold, she ruled not with the illusions of wealth, but with the strength of her heart. The people thrived. Fields were green, markets filled with laughter, and for the first time in centuries, the kingdom felt alive. But peace, as the wise often say, is not eternal. Like glass, it can shatter at the slightest strike. Winter came early that year. Snow blanketed the fields, and icy winds rattled the palace windows. It was during one such stormy evening that a messenger arrived. His cloak was torn, his face pale with exhaustion, his horse trembling. He collapsed before the throne. "Your Majesty," he gasped, "the northern lands, they are burning. Villages swallowed by darkness, people vanishing into shadow. It is no army. It is something else." Fear swept through the court. Some nobles whispered of old legends, others of angry gods. The queen's council begged Seraphina to remain within the palace walls. But Seraphina's voice was firm. If the people are in danger, then their queen must walk beside them. I will not rule from safety while they suffer. Kael, ever her shadow and light, laid a steady hand on her shoulder. Then we will face it together, whatever awaits. The very next dawn, Seraphina set forth, not with a grand army, but with a small company she trusted: Kael, her loyal guards, wise healers, and even a few villagers who had volunteered, bringing songs and stories to keep courage alive. The road was long and merciless. Through snow-laden forests, they rode past frozen rivers where wolves howled under the moon. They shared simple meals of bread and broth, and often Seraphina left her tent to sit among her people by the fire. Children clung to her gown, amazed that a queen would kneel in the snow and tell them bedtime stories. Old women wept when she carried firewood to their hearths. She was not just a ruler, she was one of them. Kael, watching her by firelight, whispered, "You were not born for gold, Seraphina. You were born for this, for hearts that need you." Weeks later, they reached the first of the northern settlements. What they found chilled their souls. Houses stood in ruins, walls blackened with fire. The air smelled of ash and cold iron, and yet no bodies lay upon the ground, only silence, broken by the creak of doors swaying in the wind. But soon they saw them. Shadows. Figures that looked human yet hollow, their eyes empty, their movements slow and unnatural. The guards raised swords, but Seraphina stepped forward, voice trembling yet steady. "What happened here?" One shadow whispered with a voice like broken glass, "We were forgotten." And then the fog thickened, swallowing them whole. That night, in the heart of the ruins, the truth revealed itself. A voice echoed from the mist, ancient and bitter. "You broke the pact of gold, child of light. You shattered the balance. I am the forgotten one, the spirit cast away when your ancestors chose wealth over truth. Now, I rise to claim what was denied me." Seraphina's heart thundered. "You will not claim my people." The spirit's laughter shook the stones. "Then you will watch them turn to shadow." The fog attacked not with claws, but with visions. Each of Seraphina's companions faced their deepest fears. Soldiers dropped to their knees, seeing loved ones dying. Healers saw plagues they could not cure. Farmers heard their children starving. Even Seraphina trembled. In the mist, she saw her kingdom collapsing, the people cursing her name, Kael turning away with cold eyes. She nearly fell to her knees, but then Kael's voice cut through the illusion. "Seraphina, look at me. Shadows lie. Remember who you are." She grasped his hand, fire sparking in her chest. Together they stepped forward, breaking the illusion. Light rippled outward, and the fog recoiled, hissing. In the next surviving village, Seraphina gathered the terrified people. Torches flickered in the night, reflecting fear in their eyes. She lifted her voice. "The shadow feeds on our fear. But light is not given by gods or spirits. It is born in us. In every hand that carries fire, in every voice that sings, in every heart that refuses to bow. Stand with me, and no darkness will endure." Her words spread like wildfire. Men, women, and children raised their torches. Songs rose in defiance of the silence. For the first time in centuries, the north glowed with a light that was not gold, but hope. Deep within the mountains, in the ruins of an ancient temple, the forgotten one revealed its true form. A towering being of smoke and fire, with eyes burning like molten coals. "You are but a child of dust," it roared. "What makes you think you can defy eternity?" The forgotten one unleashed storms of shadow, but Seraphina and Kael stood together, their people behind them. Swords, torches, voices, and songs clashed against the darkness. Kael fought at her side, cutting through shadow with every strike. Seraphina raised her voice louder than the storm. "We are not forgotten. We are the fire that remains." And with that cry, the shadows tore apart, light flooding the temple. When dawn broke, the land was silent again. Smoke rose from rebuilt hearths, children laughed in the snow, and hope returned to the hearts of the people. Seraphina and Kael rode home, not as rulers who conquered, but as companions who stood with their people through darkness. And so, the Golden Princess, once cursed by chains of wealth, became the queen who faced shadows not with magic, but with courage. She learned that true power is not born from crowns or gold, but from unity, from every hand that dares to hold another in the night.
Great job today. You learn new words and expressions through our story. Remember, the more you listen, the more you understand. Don't forget to subscribe to Learning English Through History and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new story. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and share it with your friends. Thank you for learning with me. See you in the next story. Bye for now.